Okay yogis, today we're going to start down on our bellies, and you might prefer to have some blocks with you for a little bit more support. Just wiggle the hips from side to side, make sure your lower back feels comfortable, resting the hands underneath the head or the head onto the ground. And really allowing your shoulders, your shoulder blades to relax now. Relaxing all the way down through the lower back, the legs, the ankles and the feet. And let's take a couple of really deep breaths here. Inhaling to feel the chest and the belly press into the ground. And exhaling to feel your body soften into the ground. Allowing the muscles through your face to relax. Relaxing your throat. Relaxing your chest. Feeling your body begin to ground, to relax, and to feel calm. And now just watching the breath pass from your belly to your chest, and then from your chest back down to your belly. Reminding yourself you can come back to this nice deep breath any point that you need to throughout your practice today. Now with your next inhalation, begin to lift the head. Slide the hands back in line with the ribs and wiggle the feet in line with your hips. Inhale to roll the shoulders back and down, allow the heart to lift, and then exhale, releasing your chest back down. So no pressure in the hands, they're just there to support you as you inhale, roll the shoulders back and send the heart forwards, find Cobra pose. Exhale, gently relax the head and the chest down to the ground. Again, inhale, shoulders roll back, open up your heart, and then exhale, folding down towards the ground, relaxing to the head and the neck. And one last time, inhale, roll the shoulders back, and as you exhale, release yourself all the way back down to the ground. Pushing up onto your knees now. Take your knees out wide, bring the base of your toes together, and we're going to sit down as if we're coming into child's pose, balasana. Walking your hands forward, either press up onto your fingertips or press the palms down to draw the arms up. Again, we're going to inhale, lift the heart, exhale, fold, drop the head down towards the ground. Inhale to lift, send the heart and the face forwards, and as you exhale, fold. Inhale again, lengthen the spine, look between the hands, feel the energy move up the arms now, and exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, lift the heart, push into the hands, and exhale to fold. And relax the hands, the head, the arms, all the way down to the ground now, just taking a breath or two here. And now walking the hands back in towards you, drawing yourself up into a tabletop position, and you might prefer to have your blocks handy. Moving the right leg forwards, let's find low lunge and Jayanasana, making sure your right knee and ankle are aligned, maybe resting on the blocks. Or if you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands onto your thigh, pressing your hands into your thigh into your foot, and the foot into the ground. Option to stay here, but you might prefer to interlock the fingers behind the head. Take a nice deep breath in to open the chest, open the heart, draw the elbows back. One deep breath, and then exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center, relaxing the hands onto the thigh again, or maybe bringing the hands back down onto the blocks. Now as you exhale, draw your hips back, lift your toes up, using the blocks or the ground for support. Inhale to send the heart forwards, lift the body. Now exhale, fold, drop your head down towards your knee or your shin. Inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, fold. Relax the head towards the knee or shin. Feel the space in the hamstring as you inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to fold. And we'll stay here for just another deep breath, really allowing the head to fall forwards. push into the blocks and inhale to lift yourself up. We'll move forwards again into that lunge position. Press into the ground so you can draw the hips and the knees back, and we're going to switch it over, taking the left leg forward. So using the blocks or the ground for some support, checking that your left knee is over your left ankle. Maybe using the blocks here, or maybe resting your hands onto your thigh. Again, pressing your hands to your thigh to your foot, and the foot to the ground. Option to stay here, or you might again prefer to interlock the fingers behind the head. Inhale, open up the chest, draw the elbows back, and just stay here for one deep breath. Send the energy to the heart before gently bringing yourself back to lunge position, pressing your hands down onto your thigh. Now bring the hands back down to the ground of the blocks. As you exhale, draw the hips back. Draw the left toes up towards the sky, lengthen that spine, hands rest on the ground of the blocks. Inhale to lift the heart forwards, exhale, fold, belly towards your thigh, head towards the knee or the shin. Inhale, lift the heart forwards, keep drawing the toes back. As you exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift the heart forwards, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, fold. And for the final time, inhale to lift the body, and then exhale to fold. And just allowing yourself to be here now for another breath. Really relaxing the back of the neck, the head. And now inhale, gently lifting yourself all the way up. Again, shifting back into your lunge position and pressing into the ground, drawing yourself back. Planting the hands down into the ground. When you're ready, tucking your toes, we're going to start to lift up into downward facing dog. So spreading out through the fingers, through the hands, maybe pedaling out through the feet, bending one knee at a time, maybe bending into the elbows, the shoulders, giving the head a little shake out. Drawing the ribs and the belly in towards your spine. Keep sending the hip bones up towards the sky. Inhale to lift the heels, and then exhale, plant them back down towards the ground. And let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Really feeling the connection with the ground through your hands and your feet. Squeezing the ground to activate your shoulder blades. Lengthening that lower back. Now gently start to tiptoe the feet forwards to the top of the mat, or roll up and walk yourself to the top of the mat into forward fold, Uttanasana. Option to rest your hands on the blocks here if that feels more comfortable in your back and your hamstrings. If not, just resting the hands on the ground. Now inhale for a half lift, flat back, make a number 7, and then exhale, fold. Release the head to the knees or the shins. Again, inhale, half lift, fingers to the shins, the ground or the blocks, and exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, push the heels to the ground, and exhale, fold. Head drops down towards the legs. This time as you inhale, press into the heels, lift your toes, lift the arms up. We're going to find chair pose, Utkatasana. Maybe reaching the fingers up to align the arms with the ears, or just allowing the arms to stretch forward in line with your shoulders. Push down into those heels, activate your thighs, lift up your toes. Feel the tailbone lengthen in towards the ground, and then exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Interlock your fingers at the lower back, allow the hands to move overhead as the shoulders roll. And just take a few breaths here, allowing the head to be really heavy. Maybe the arms start to fold forwards just a little more. And then exhale to release the hands back down to the ground. Soften the knees, rolling yourself up. We're going to step out nice and wide here. Take a nice wide stance. Slightly turning the toes inwards to face the same direction as your knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, we're going to forward fold, Padottanasana. Keeping your knees soft, maybe resting the hands on the ground or on blocks. Can you keep a flat back as you send your heart forwards towards the ground? If it feels comfortable, maybe relaxing into the shoulders, the neck and the head. Keeping the knees soft here. Now pressing down into your left hand. Inhale the right arm to the sky, take a twist, look up towards your hand. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, take the left arm up, look towards your hand. Exhale to release it down. Keep those knees soft. Slowly walking the hands a little further forward. Can you reach up towards the crown of the head? Keep pressing down into your feet. Maybe grab hold of your elbows. Option to have a sway side to side. Or if you want to, reaching the arms back between the legs, fingers to the ground, and really finding that length through the back of the legs, up through the spine, allowing the head to be heavy. So feeling the energy move towards the head. Now slowly, hands to the ground, start to walk the feet in. Bring yourself back into forward fold, Uttanasana. Again, option to grab hold of the elbows, maybe have a sway side to side, just allowing the energy to rush towards the head, allowing the body to ground through the feet. Slowly soften the knees, start to roll yourself up to stand. And let's bring it back down to the ground. And from here we're going to move into rabbit pose, Sasangasana. So using your hands for support, place the forehead on the ground and push right up onto the crown of your head. Wiggle the knees in so they're aligned with the hips or a little bit closer if that feels okay for you. You can either hold here, keeping the hands on the ground, or we can release the hands and the arms, flipping the palms up to face the sky. Just feeling that long stretch through the upper back and the neck. Feeling the energy move up towards the head. Feeling the whole body connect to the ground. Just a couple more deep breaths. Now bringing the hands under the shoulders. Gently start to roll yourself into child's pose, Balasana. Maybe bringing the hands underneath the head. Maybe resting the arms at the side of the body if that's your practice. And with your next inhalation, we're going to start to move back down onto your belly. Option to move through plank and lower all the way down if you want to, or just find your way down. Coming back down to where we started our practice now. So head resting on the hands, Makrasana or crocodile pose. Option here to bring your right knee up towards your right elbow and maybe turn the head to the side or keep the forehead to the ground. Just taking a couple of big breaths here. Allowing the lower back, the hips, the thighs to relax. And again, connecting to the feeling of your belly and your chest pressing into the ground as you inhale. Now exhale, send the leg back down to the bottom of the mat and we'll switch sides. So bringing the left knee up towards your left elbow. Maybe turning the head to the left if that feels good for you. Feeling the body press into the ground as you inhale. And then soften, relax into the ground as you exhale. Slowly releasing the left leg back down. Let's make our way onto our backs and find Shavasana. So wiggling the shoulders down away from the ears, flipping the palms to face up. And just taking a couple of minutes for your body to fully absorb your practice. Just watching your breath. Watching your body. Feeling your presence on the ground. And staying here for as long as you need to now, before you step back into your day. Namaste.